No, you're a pussy. You got banged in sparring and you were trying to play it down. Man, I know you've been smashing it. You had that one fight where I don't know what happened. It all went out the window. Then you beat Anthony Pretty Boy Taylor. Who are you fighting coming up soon?
Darren Stewart, who's in the UFC.
Darren Stewart.
Yeah.
How's it all working out, mate? You making some money?
Yeah, making money. I'm making a transition, the proper transition, isn't it, Michael? So, like, you know, I'm proper boxing. I'm not just going in to just like wing and swing. I'm a proper boxer. So, you know, fight Darren on the 29th, beat him. It's said they've got big plans for me. You know, and I do still want to come back to UFC. Don't forget about that, Michael. That hasn't left me mind. Do you know what I mean?
So is that you saying you want to make a return, Darren? You'd like to get back in MMA?
I'm deaf. I've seen the state of the middleweight division. Like, yeah, I think I can come back. I'm the only guy who really fucking gave the champ any trouble on the feet. Everyone else sort of gets confused by how shit he is when he's beating them. Like, he wasn't a problem for me. The problem for me was just, you know, a little niggle, and I wasn't strong enough. He was a strong dude, but apart from that, like, especially now, the way I've improved my boxing skills, I just don't think Dricus could beat me. I stopped them takedown attempts. You know, I do see that opening there for me to go.
I always say this, Darren, and I'm not going to repeat myself, but I always talk about how good you are. And people say, oh, it's just because you're mates. I'm like, no. And you've got a point there on the feet. You definitely landed some great shots.
Darren, can I ask about the UFC stuff, right? Obviously, you got this boxing match coming up and you got to handle that. But what is there's a lot of things that go on to getting back into an organization and fighting, but is it you that wants to get back to training and get in? Is it them? Have you talked to the UFC? Is there any interest on both sides of trying to get you back into the pool and into competition with us?
I just made a promise to Hunter and Dana. I said, just give me 2 to 3 years just to get me shit sorted and that.
Okay.
And I'll come back. And from what I'm seeing on the outside, I'm quite a calculated guy. Just listen, the UFC's crying out for superstars right now. There's no stars in the UFC. They've gone and been and done. And the level, especially at my weight division, like, I'm bigger and stronger now. You know, like, when I did move up to the middleweight division, I still had me sort of welterweight frame. I feel like I've grew into that middleweight frame now. And I just, look, no disrespect, like, I just don't, if I come up against Dricus and Sean, these guys, I just really think I'd do a number on them. I really do, and I know I've still got it in me to do it, and it'd be some story, it'd be like the Michael Bisping stories, you know what I mean?
Well, it'd be almost as good as that.
Be better than that, come on. Be on about.
Darren, not trying to blow smoke up your ass, but when you came to the UFC, you're right, you were an instant superstar. Everyone loved the personality, loved the way you talk, obviously loved the way you fought, because everywhere I went, you know, people would talk to me about you all the time. And obviously, you fought Tyrone for the belt, didn't go your way, and then, you know, won some, lost a few, whatever. Yeah. How old are you now?
I'm 32 now, Michael.
30. So you're still a young guy, man.
I main evented in Liverpool, Michael, when I was 25. Like, my journey was a little bit different. I think my journey was a little bit like yours, Michael, in the sense that I was actually talking about this the other day. You know, I didn't go to the amateurs. I just, like, obviously when I got stabbed, Michael, you know, when I was 18, 19, you know, I nearly died. And that's when, obviously, I went off to Brazil, blah, blah, whatever. The whole story, and everyone knows. It's just like, I got through in at the deep end, rose very quick, fell, and I fell very quick. And as I say to you, even I was talking about, you know, the social media stuff, I've just really, really grown. I just know what is and what isn't. And it's like, you know, even in terms like people come to you, oh, sponsorship, business, this is that, and I'm just like, yeah, that's all great and well. You're not my friend. You want to do a business? Okay, we're not friends. Business is business. Fight. Like, people, you know, people ask me, what's Dana like? And I say, what do you mean? Well, is he a mate? I say, no, he's not my mate. He's a businessman. So I don't take anything Dana says to heart. He's a businessman. He's a nice guy. I've had dinner with him. Hi, bye, whatever. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, people get the wrong end of the stick in this whole thing, and it's like, it pisses me off. Like, it's not that type of party. It's just like, I'm in this, mate, to just do what I'm doing. And if you make a few friends along the way and a bit of money, it's fucking sound, you know what I mean? But that's the be all and end all of it all.
It is, and it's so refreshing because I'm here doing it for the fans and everything. No, you're not.
No, you're not. You're not doing it for the fans. And you're not doing it. People, I'm doing it for my mother. You're not, mate. Like, stop being such a fake fucking cunt. Like, do it for the, one fight for your dying brother, whatever, something like. But like, at the end of the day, we're all just selfish in this game. And it's like, I think ultimately, Michael, after fighting, what you've done is clever, and I'm trying to do. You've got to look past it, because this game will chew you up and eat you out. These promoters, these people, they really don't care about you. The coaches, none of them care about you. They don't. They care about the kids.
It's not even about promoters. It's just the sport. It's fighting. That's what it is. Yeah, you come along, you do well. You can dominate, you can be a champion, you can be whatever the fuck you want. Eventually, you're going to be damaged or used goods and just kicked out the other side. And it doesn't matter if the promoters, the bloody, the Pope, the nicest guy on the planet, Mother Teresa or Saint, whatever. It doesn't matter. The sport is still going to chew you up and spit you out and not give a about you.
Even now, people come and say, "Oh, I love you." Before I'm like, do these people still remember me from this? How? Because I don't care. I don't care. I really just don't care. I wear a cap so people don't recognize me. Like I'm just someone asked about being known, whatever. But like this sport, mate, and you get in and get out. If you make a few friends that are there for you, then sound. But if they're not there for you, don't get so hung up on it. Like, oh, I thought he was my friend. No, mate, he wanted a few quid out of you. Like, are you stupid? Are you thick? You know what I mean? I've learned that.
Yeah. It's
deep
you got to
talks.
realize that. What's that?
It's deep talks, isn't it? Everyone it's always the same narrative when everyone comes, I'm going to fuck that guy. I hate that guy. I hate his family. Why, mate? Shut up.
With this new kind of, maturity and realizing the game itself, how quickly do you think you can make noise again and be putting yourself into positions where, listen, they might be trying to get something out of you, but now you seem to know how to get it right back, right? And make sure that you are also getting what you want out of the situation.
Yeah, I think give me a year back on the MMA shit. I've been doing little bits and bobs. I do think I could make a quick thing in there. I've always got that experience. Obviously when you look at guys like the top of the top, these great wrestlers, you'd have to do a hell of a lot of work to be able to stop them cunts coming at you. But in my division there, I still think I could make waves. I'm 32. I've got no marks on me apart from that from the other day. But
I was going to say, you've got a black eye. That's why you're wearing a cap. Not because you want to be all incognito and inconspicuous. And, I'm a man of the people. I don't want to be recognized. No, you're a pussy. You got banged in sparring and you were trying to play it down.
I got caught. It's mad, Michael, in boxing now, mate. It's okay. Like, it's all head guards and stuff like that. I can't get used to it, so I still wear no head guard. But it's because in MMA we're just a bit more rougher and tougher, aren't we? Like the way we spar. But yeah, I got caught. Look,
hey. I like what you said about social media, and I'm a little bit jealous because I'm kind of trapped into the point where I can't delete it and stuff like that. But I would honestly, I'm looking forward to a time where I can just go, you know what, just get rid of it all and just live life in the present moment.
When's enough though, Michael? Like it's like Pablo Escobar, when was enough was enough? When did you make so much money, Pablo, that you get out the game? So, we all say it. Like, for me, it just happened. Like, it's just whatever. But, like, when you don't have it, like, I didn't have it for a long time. It was like, well, who am I putting my training videos up for? Yet the fans can't, but they can go on. Like, I think we just get a bit swallowed up into it, and then we sort of start getting swallowed up into other people's lives, and it becomes a bit of a thing where, like, for the past few years, Michael, especially outside the UFC, I've just been looking after me and looking after my peers and getting shit right around me, and it's quite refreshing. That's social media bollocks, man. It's just all smoke and mirrors, to be honest with you, mate.
Well, you look good. Sorry, Paul, go on.
No. I was just going to ask how much do you follow it still, Darren, and the guys that are from the area and some of the other Liverpool guys? I don't know the relationship that you have with anybody, so I preface it with that. But like, have you been watching Paddy's journey and seeing where Tom and the guys are, and what are your thoughts on that whole situation?
I was Tom's training partner for a long time. You know, me and Tom came up together, and Tom's like, for me now, I see him as the heavyweight world champion. But you know, I think Tom's I think he's going to live on forever. With Paddy, me and Paddy have never been friends, but we've never really seen each other either. But we're in the Liverpool community. But I think Paddy's on his way to do what I done. I think, you know, he's probably being managed a bit better than I was, and his direction. But yeah, like with this fight coming up now, I think Paddy's got the potential to obviously, you know, be a super. He's already a superstar, but he can potentially get close to that belt. You know, I know it's a tough fight when you get the champion, but yeah, I do keep track on everyone. But obviously, my eyes are more gauged towards the boxing, but I still keep tabs on everyone. Do you know what I mean? And to be honest with you, there's a friend who trains in our boxing gym, and he says, look, listen, all the lads down at the gym where Paddy trains, they want you to come down to and get back into it. So that could be a future thing, me and Paddy, you know, back on the scene, you know, give and take.
Well, Darren, now that I have a line of communication with you, and now that you randomly sometimes respond to my messages, sometimes, I'm going to hit you up and we're going to have an in-depth sit down, me and you, and we're going to get deep. We're going to go through it all. I'm going to make you cry. We're going to delve. Darren, you're the man. Thanks for your time. I will reach out though, buddy.
I appreciate that.
Thanks, Darren.
And mate, if you ever want to chat, Darren, you know that we're brothers. I'll talk to you soon.
I don't want to chat. Don't message me no more.
I'm messaging you, dickhead. See you, buddy. Thanks, Darren. Ta-ra, mate. This episode is sponsored by Rocket Money. And if you are like me, you are going to love Rocket Money, because you know what it's like in this modern day and age. You go to the App Store, you download something, you see an online subscription, you think, oh, I can use that. I'll sign up to this. You use it once and then you forget all about it. But guess what? The money keeps still going out of your account every single month. And guess what? Trying to cancel them is very difficult and very time consuming. And thanks to Rocket Money, you can now see all your subscriptions in one easy place, and you can cancel anytime at just a push of a button. So you are going to love Rocket Money. Get alerts also if bills increase in price, there's unusual spending activity, or if you are close to going over your own personal budget. By the way, they have a new goals feature where it automatically saves you money so you don't have to think about it. Pay off credit card debt, put away money for a house, or just build your savings. Rocket Money makes it all so easy. And listen to this. Rocket Money has over 5 million users and has saved a total of $500 million in cancelled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year when using all of the app's premium features. So cancel your unwanted subscriptions and reach your financial goals faster with Rocket Money. Go to rocketmoney.com/believe today. That's rocketmoney.com/believe.